back. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Well, unfortunately, it appears he's... And it could be a number of issues, of course, so hopefully it's nothing too... Coming now to take over following the injury.
Number 52.
Striding into the box, Matt Garza. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The pitcher, number 22, Matt Garza.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. 1 out, nobody on. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
Scooter Gennett will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ballgame.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Curveball just misses, apparently. 1-0.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Smoked on the ground left side and just past his outstretched glove into left. A base hit.
Yeah, and this is something he'll figure out as time goes along. It's not how hard you throw, it's how well you can disrupt a hitter's timing. Growing up, guys are used to just blowing the ball by hitters, but once you get to this level, it doesn't always work out that way.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch coming, here it is. Out in front of it, strike one. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
Yeah, and that's a good pitch on an 0-1 count. Trying to let that thing work its way back to the outside part of the plate, but he couldn't quite get it there.
Here it comes on 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. In the dirt. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, you get the 2-out hit. Now he's in scoring position after the wild pitch. Just goes to show you how quickly things can get away from you if you're not careful.
2-2 count. Here it comes. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Ryan Braun would be next. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Hot shot down the line. Foul. Count is full. Here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Moving under it, Fowler. And that ends the inning. A goal board here goes for naught. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Dexter Fowler will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
Back to work now is Garza as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man here, 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home third. Hit hard towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
The right fielder, number 22.
Getaway day here on a Thursday afternoon as you take a look at the upcoming schedule for the weekend and into the early part of next week. Jason Hayward stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
High and deep to right center field. Flores ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Around second, he'll try for third. The relay throw, and Hayward is in at third base. He's got himself a triple.
Oh my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Into the box, Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And this is a big-time strikeout situation right here, so they're going to be shooting for the same result, no doubt about it.
Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. 1 out and a runner on third. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
1-1, here it is. There's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2.
Well, he's not letting them get a gauge on anything here on those first 3 pitches. He saw a slider, a fastball, then a big curveball. Now he's set up for almost anything on a 1-2 pitch.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Well, that's what he's done well all season. Mets swing the bat with runners in scoring position. He drives in another one here on the RBI double.
Now to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at-bat. And this one's in the dirt. But fortunately here, no advance. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Gotta hope he's okay on the mound.
And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Settling in now, Jorge Soler. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
And there's the fastball that time from Garza. It's 0-1.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Flores racing back out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. 6th home run on the season for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, I've got to say, some days at this place, the ball just seems to jump a little better than others. We've seen quite a few balls hit hard already. This is the first one that leaves the yard, but I've got a sense it's not going to be the last.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Into the box now, Christopher Negron. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
And now, even with 4 runs in against you here in the inning, you got to just wipe the slate clean and just take the approach that you're starting over out there.
Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Flores comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for out number 2. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, Matt, as we take a look at this graphic here, you can see this isn't one of the stats this team is very proud of. When your team ERA is that high, the offense pretty much has to explode most games if they're going to have a chance. Hard to win ball games that way.
Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. Garza's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, not a real good effort there. That pitch was never going to be a strike.
Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. 3 complete from Wrigley Field. It's the Cubs 6 and the Brewers nothing. Back with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Ryan Braun steps forward to get things started here in the Milwaukee half of the inning. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
3-0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Chris Carter is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
Just missing here, 2-0.
All of a sudden, home plate's jumping around on him out there. He hasn't found the strike zone yet.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Nobody out. Runner on first. And that one is a cold strike as he's rebounded to run it full now. 3-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
And you can see he is none too happy about that last call. I think he's saying it was low, and, well, now I know he was saying it was low. But, you know, you can't show up an umpire like that. He may have just cost his guys another inch or two on close calls.
So here's Aaron Hill as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Domingo Santana comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Taking the turn is Braun heading for the plate. The run scores from second. It's a 6-1 game. Throw won't get him.
He's got to be mad at himself out there on the mound. He had him down 0-2, and then he makes a mistake by grooving one, and this gets turned around into a run-scoring double.
Standing in now, Andrew Susak, as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Fowler going back on it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Brewers get a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Brewers 1. Miguel Montero is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. Braun ranges deep into the corner to make the catch for the first out.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. The guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Chris Coghlan will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Into the seats, 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck, and you know they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
The center fielder, number 24,
Dexter Fowler will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Could see a better result in this at-bat.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0.
When you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is keep falling behind guys.
Not close. It's 2-0. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend, and he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He just can't buy a strike right now. This ball's just not going where he wants it to.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, taking all the way right there. You better be taking 3-0 after he walked the previous guy.
Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. 4 to 6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Joe Smith is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Leading off the inning, Ramon Flores. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Chopped toward the second baseman. Negron comes up with it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Pitcher number 22, Matt Garza.
Andy Wilkins has moved into the on-deck circle now, so that'll be the end for Matt Garza.
Andy Wilkins.
Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. One run on 3 hits. 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
Now batting.
He got caught in a situation where he had to protect with 2 strikes. He's probably fortunate he even got wood on this one, but it didn't matter much as this turns into an easy little soft liner.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. It's the Cubs 6 and the Brewers 1. Chase Anderson is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here.
Anderson.
And there is Jason Hayward. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
These guys have swung the bat extremely well in this one. They have to be careful, though, about getting comfortable. Still have to make every at-bat count.
Line toward the alley in left center. Oh, and this goes right past him. Around first, on his way to second now.
Yeah, it looked like a fairly routine play there. Don't know if he took his eye off it or what, but he winds up basically whiffing on the catch, and that's going to wind up a 2-base error.
Ready now, Chris Bryant. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Lays off 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Yeah, that first fastball took off on him a little bit. This is a much better spot.
No one out with a runner at second. Drilled on the ground to short. VR has it and taken it out there for the first out.
Well, we talk about it a lot. Ideally, this should be to the right side of the infield. Maybe you give him a break because he's such a good hitter and he is a run producer, but I'll bet if you ask him, he'll wish he had a different approach in that at-bat.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
The 2-0 pitch. And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack 2-0 no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
No, not me. Maybe once or twice.
To 2-2 now.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
One out and a runner on second base. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Here comes the payoff pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Braun on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Jorge Soler strides forward to bat again, coming off a home run that plated 3 scores in his last appearance.
Well, the last time that was a fastball, and it didn't really look like he got all of it, but the velocity of the pitch probably helped it a little bit, and he just snuck it out of here.
And that's through, a base hit. Here's Hayward taking the turn at third. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's now 7-1.
That 2-out hit there makes that air loom extra large now. You got to make sure you get this next guy before this inning gets any further out of control.
Stepping in now, Christopher Negron hit hard toward the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Just a nice inside-out swing here. You'll see he lets that pitch travel deep, and those hands come through first, just shoots it the other way.
Here's Addison Russell as he swings down on the first pitch and sends a chopper over to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. 5 innings complete. The Cubs are on top, 7-1. Jonathan VR will stride in as he'll be tasked with starting out things in the Brewers half of the 6th. First offering on its way. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. You'll take that every time.
Now in the box, Ryan Braun. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
And out. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient, because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Lined hard toward right center, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Here's a guy that kind of got called on early, but since coming on in the 5th, he's retired 5 in a row out of the bullpen.
Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
It's always tough to go down looking, but the thing I remember about his last at-bat is that he really made the pitcher work. He saw a bunch of pitches, and that's a bigger deal than a lot of people realize.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
The 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Aaron Hill would be next. Ready with the payoff pitch. Hit to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're down 7-1. Miguel Montero gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Santana is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting.
And this is not an easy play here in right field because he knows that that sidewall is approaching fast, but he's able to concentrate on the ball and check out the wall at the same time, and he makes a nice running catch near the line.
David Ross will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here, and you'll probably have him 3 feet out in front.
Hard hit ball to second. Fielded by Jeanette. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 24, Dexter Fowler.
Dexter Fowler will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hard liner toward short, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Flores shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. They're on top 7-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Mike Montgomery will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Mike Montgomery.
Leading off the inning, Aaron Hill, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
The right fielder, number 16.
Let's take a look at all 5 pitches in this at-bat. They get ahead with strike 1, and then a good setup there that misses. Then he fights one off to make it 1-2. Then another tough pitch that he fouls off, and finally, bang! He comes through on the 5th pitch of that at-bat.
Domingo Santana steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's set. Here it comes. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Hayward is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
The catcher, number 35, Andrew Susak.
Andrew Susak will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Hayward. 2 down. Throw back to first, and he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
In now, Ramon Flores. And now a stoppage here as a balk has been called. And that could wind up being a costly one, as it'll move that base runner into scoring position now with 2 away. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the move is Fowler. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand 1. They're down 7-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Tyler Thornburg will come on now in a mop-up role, as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Number 37, Tyler Thornburg. Now catching and batting in the ninth spot, number
Chris
67.
Bryant gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Leading off for the Cubs, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. This crowd, likely in the 40,000 range. They've got to like what they've seen so far.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance. They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. In there, a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And after going hitless in last night's ball game, he's turned things around here. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game, and he's in at second base with a well-hit double.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Jeanette is there. Throw on to first. In time, 1 away.
Even with the big lead, it still doesn't hurt to play good fundamental baseball. So he's able to get his man up to third here with 1 out with that grounder to the right side.
Jorge Soler will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. A man at third with 1 away. And he falls behind 0-2. And a good two-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, he's done a pretty good job here of rendering that leadoff double useless. He's come back with the ground out, then a strikeout, and so now it's going to come down to a two-out base hit if they want to score right here.
Digging in, Christopher Negron. He singled his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside, it's 1-0. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
When you're down by 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's an 8-1 ball game.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Addison Russell steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Back goes Braun. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 9-1 ball game.
And this might be a situation where a little time in the video room pays off. They know this is a guy that'll throw that curveball early in the count, so it looked like he was waiting for it, and he'll drive in a run here on the double.
Into the box, Mike Montgomery, as he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. Onto the bag with it is Carter, and that'll retire the side. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Manny Pena will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
Manny Pena.
C.J. Edwards will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
C.J. Edwards.
Digging in, Manny Pena, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Manny Pena.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
1-1, here it comes. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Oh, 3-1 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And that one is a cold strike as he's rebounded to run it full now, 3-2. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, that's a great job there of knowing your responsibility at the plate. You're down by a bunch here in the 8th, so you need base runners. That's a good first step.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Good power curveball there, and he's in control, 0-2. Too high, 1-2. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Jonathan Villar stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. One 0 count. Here it is. And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1. First and second here with nobody out. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. But the recovery will get an out on the play as they do get the force at second, so put runners on the corners, but that could have been a whole lot worse.
Kind of lucky to get an out anywhere here. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and it doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it, but they do find a way to get that force.
Here's Ryan Braun now. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Runners are at the corners with one man out. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Oh, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
Line towards center field. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out.
Get out of here.
Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 9-2 contest.
Chris Carter.
Chris Carter will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Two out with the man at first. Hot shot to third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's up with it. The throw. He's out. Straight ahead. The Cubbies are in front, 9-2. Corey Knebel will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. David Ross will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Catcher, David Ross.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
1-1.
Trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Ready on 1 and 2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. And this is taken out there by Braun for the first out. Some good pitching, some good hitting. It all adds up to a 9-2 ball game as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap of our game to this point. Stepping in, Jason Hayward. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Fastball's too high here, 1-0. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
And that's going to give him another great hitting count here on 2-0. No wonder they're up by 7.
To short, hit hard. Scooped up, one there. On to Carter. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Aaron Hill will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
First delivery to him on the way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward over to his right. He's got it 1 away.
The right fielder, number 16.
2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
And you know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Domingo Santana gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Liner toward right center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Boy, what a great play there in right center field. You know, he may have taken up a little sod on that play, too, because he pretty much stuck the landing. But he's able to make that play, and he looks like he's okay as well.
Hernan Perez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Now his swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little problem is that they wind up having to burn through the bullpen a little bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish off this victory.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 9-2. So long from Wrigleyville.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs.